Welcome to the next video of Animation Universal. Throughout history, we have witnessed numerous brilliant minds and outstanding individuals, such as Einstein, Edison, and their groundbreaking inventions that changed the world. However, history has also seen many geniuses with extraordinary intelligence who were not accepted or celebrated by the public in their time, leaving their names relatively unknown compared to their contemporaries. One such figure is Nikola Tesla, affectionately nicknamed by later generations as the Mad Scientist, a man with a mind so extraordinary that it far surpassed the understanding of humanity in his era. His contributions were only recognized when science and technology entered a new phase, and researchers began to uncover the solid foundation of Tesla's futuristic legacy. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, and passed away on January 7, 1943. He was an inventor, physicist, mechanical engineer, and electrical engineer of Serbian-American descent. Due to his eccentric personality and strange, seemingly unbelievable claims about scientific and technological advancements, Tesla was an isolated genius often regarded as a mad scientist until his death. Who is Nikola Tesla? Throughout his life, Nikola Tesla was known as a scientist with revolutionary contributions to the fields of electricity and magnetism during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Tesla's inventions and theoretical work laid the foundation for the alternating current AC power generation system, including multi-phase power distribution systems and AC motors. His contributions also extended to the radio, fluorescent lights, lasers, remote controls, and countless other innovations. Today, scientists around the world view him in a new light. Many modern technologies were conceptualized by Tesla over a century ago, said the director of the Tesla Science Center in New York. He continued, "If Tesla hadn't advanced alternating current, AC technology, the world's scientific progress would have been delayed by at least 50 years." Not all of Tesla's inventions were well received, as some were incredibly difficult to comprehend, such as a death ray with devastating power or an impenetrable force field that could serve as a shield against invaders. Even today, it remains uncertain whether these ideas were ever fully developed or implemented. To better understand Tesla, here is a brief biography of his life and a closer look at his groundbreaking inventions that were far ahead of their time. The life and legacy of Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla's father was a Serbian Orthodox priest and a writer, while his mother was a talented woman who created handmade mechanical devices for household use. Tesla admired his mother's love of poetry, exceptional memory, and ingenuity, believing he inherited his intelligence from her. However, Tesla's father, Milutin Tesla, insisted that his son join the clergy. Despite his father's wishes, young Nikola was determined to pursue his love for science. When he entered university, Tesla initially studied physics and mathematics, but his passion for electrical engineering soon took over, leading him to focus entirely on this field. He attended Realschule in 1873, the Polytechnic Institute in Graz, Austria, and the University of Prague. After graduating, he began working as an electrical engineer at a telephone company in Budapest in 1881. One day, while walking in a park with a friend, Tesla conceived the idea of an induction motor. He successfully built this motor in 1883 while living in Strasbourg, France. The motor used alternating current, AC, and operated through electromagnetic induction. Unfortunately, Tesla's groundbreaking invention failed to attract European investors. Undeterred by this setback, Tesla decided to seek new opportunities in a different land. In 1884, he left Europe for the United States. Arriving in New York with just 4 cents in his pocket, a few poems he had written, and some calculations for a flying machine, Tesla began working for Thomas Edison. Edison had promised Tesla a significant monetary reward if he could resolve issues with direct current (DC) systems. At the same time, Tesla continued developing his AC system, which proved far superior. Unlike DC, AC could be easily altered multiple times per second, enabling rapid adjustments between high and low voltages. Tesla worked tirelessly, often up to 20 hours a day, and frequently advocated for his AC system, arguing it was far more efficient. Unfortunately, Edison dismissed Tesla's ideas and failed to honor the financial reward, calling it a practical American joke. Frustrated, Tesla left Edison's company and established his own. Edison, angered by the loss of such a brilliant mind, launched a smear campaign against Tesla's AC system, using the profits from his DC patents. In an appalling display, Edison even used AC to electrocute animals to incite public fear. Tesla fought back by demonstrating that his 250,000-volt AC system was safe for public use. History ultimately vindicated Tesla, as AC became the global standard for electricity. Today, virtually every household relies on AC for appliances like refrigerators, televisions, fans, and hairdryers. When people talk about electricity, they talk about AC. Tesla's enduring legacy. A brilliant but eccentric genius. Beyond his extraordinary inventions, Nikola Tesla led a highly eccentric life. At one point, Tesla refused to consume solid food altogether, subsisting instead on honey, milk, and a homemade vegetable juice made from artichokes and celery. The pressures of being a genius may have contributed to his peculiar behavior. Tesla had an intense work ethic, often claiming he never slept more than 2 hours a day. At his most extreme, he once worked 84 hours straight without rest. His research, experiments, and documentation involving electricity, waves, and machinery captivated him endlessly. He frequently stayed up all night in his lab, which was brightly lit and occasionally emitted strange sounds loud enough to disturb the entire neighborhood. On one occasion, the commotion prompted a call from the police, asking the Serbian-American engineer to keep the noise down. Tesla's laboratory assistants revealed that he often experienced fragmented, restless sleep, during which he occasionally conceived new inventions in his dreams. However, there were times when his exhaustion overtook him, causing him to collapse at his desk and fall into a deep, heavy sleep. Nikola Tesla's achievements. In 1882, Tesla discovered the principle of the rotating magnetic field, a fundamental physical law that laid the groundwork for all devices using alternating current, AC. This discovery enabled him to create the induction motor, demonstrating a method for generating, transmitting, distributing, and utilizing electrical energy. While working in his New Jersey laboratory, Tesla and Thomas Edison engaged in heated debates over the most suitable type of electricity for widespread use. Edison favored direct current, DC, where electricity flows in a single direction, believing it to be the superior choice. Tesla, on the other hand, championed alternating current, AC. This disagreement sparked the famous War of Currents, which Tesla ultimately won due to the greater efficiency and versatility of AC. Tesla collaborated with several industrial magnates, including George Westinghouse. Together, they established an electrical network across the United States. In 1888, Tesla authored a groundbreaking paper titled A New System of Alternating Current Motors and Transformers. In this paper, he introduced his new electrical system, which captured the attention of George Westinghouse, the head of Westinghouse Electric Company in Pittsburgh and a fellow inventor. In May 1888, Westinghouse purchased the patents for Tesla's polyphase system, including the AC generator, transformer, and motor. This transaction fueled an intense power struggle with Edison's DC system. However, the Tesla-Westinghouse method of using alternating current prevailed, and Tesla's AC system remains the global standard for electricity distribution to this day. To alleviate public fears about alternating current, Tesla conducted demonstrations in his laboratory, lighting bulbs by passing electricity through his own body. He was also frequently invited to give lectures, both domestically and internationally. To unleash his full creative potential, Tesla established his own laboratory. Among his many experiments, he explored shadow graphs, similar to those later used by Wilhelm Röntgen when discovering X-rays in 1895. Tesla also conducted numerous studies, including research on carbon button lamps, electrical resonance, and various types of light. Tesla's childhood dream. George Westinghouse utilized Tesla's AC system to illuminate the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. This success paved the way for securing the contract to install the first hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls. In 1895, Tesla fulfilled his childhood dream by constructing the first hydroelectric plant at Niagara Falls, marking a major milestone in the advancement of alternating current. The project brought electricity to Buffalo in 1896, and a statue of Tesla now stands on Goat Island, near Niagara Falls, to honor the great inventor. In addition to his work on electricity, Tesla invented the induction coil, a device widely used in radios, televisions, and various other electronic devices. In 1885, Tesla received funding for the Tesla Electric Light Company and was tasked by his investors to develop an improved arc lighting system. Despite his success, he was forced out of the venture and endured a difficult period, working manual labor jobs to survive. 2 years later, Tesla's fortunes changed when he secured funding for his new Tesla Electric Company, a pivotal moment that altered his life. In 1891, Tesla developed an induction coil capable of generating high-frequency alternating current, which today forms the foundation of technologies like radios, televisions, and other electronic devices. That year also marked Tesla's naturalization as a US citizen and the naming of the device as the Tesla coil. Tesla used the coil in experiments involving lightning generation, X-ray creation, and wireless energy transmission. Later, the Tesla coil became a key technology in radio and television. Today, it is used widely for educational and entertainment purposes, including producing music with Tesla coils. We often credit Guglielmo Marconi with inventing the radio and successfully transmitting a radio signal across the Atlantic Ocean in 1901. However, the foundation and ideas behind the radio were none other than Tesla's. It was Tesla's groundbreaking work that enabled Marconi to later develop the radio. History owes Tesla a debt of gratitude, as he made it possible for people today to sit comfortably and change TV channels at will without leaving their seats. In 1898, Tesla invented the first ever remote control device. He called it a teleautomaton and used it to control a model boat remotely at Madison Square Garden. According to the Tesla Museum in Belgrade, Tesla foresaw the immense future applications of his invention and filed patents in 11 countries under the name Method of an Apparatus for Controlling the Mechanism of Moving Vessels or Vehicles. In Colorado Springs, Colorado, where Tesla resided from May 1899 to early 1900, he achieved what he considered his most significant discovery: stationary waves on Earth. This discovery demonstrated that the Earth could be used as a conductor and could resonate at a specific electrical frequency. Tesla illuminated 200 wireless lamps from a distance of 40 kilometers, 25 miles, and even created artificial lightning, generating bolts up to 41 meters, 135 feet, long. At one point, Tesla became convinced he had received signals from another planet in his Colorado laboratory, a claim that was met with skepticism and ridicule by some scientific journals of the time. In 1900, Tesla began constructing a wireless transmission station on Long Island, later known as the Wardenclyffe Tower or Tesla Tower. Tesla dreamed of a world free of complex electrical wires, where energy could be transmitted wirelessly to every corner of the globe. The tower, built in New York, was part of his vision to make this dream a reality. Standing 29 meters, 95 feet, tall, it was funded by a $150,000 investment from American financier J. Pierpont Morgan. Tesla claimed he secured funding for his ambitious projects by transferring 51% of his patents related to telephony and telegraphy to J. Pierpont Morgan. Despite being a renowned inventor and part of New York's high society for decades, age and poverty eventually left Tesla increasingly isolated. Obsessed with the idea of wireless energy transmission, Tesla embarked on his boldest project around 1900, constructing a global wireless communication system. This system would rely on a massive electrical tower capable of sharing information and providing free energy to the entire world. However, before Tesla could fully realize his vision, his investors began doubting the feasibility of the project. Quietly withdrawing their support, they left Tesla enraged. At the same time, his rival, Guglielmo Marconi, backed by financiers like Andrew Carnegie and Thomas Edison, made significant strides with his own wireless technology, leaving Tesla with no choice but to abandon his project. 2 years later, Tesla declared bankruptcy, and the tower, along with the rest of the project, was dismantled and sold for scrap to cover Tesla's mounting debts. His ideas were increasingly seen as eccentric and impractical, earning him the moniker, the eccentric inventor. In his later years, Tesla lived reclusively, often homeless, and reportedly spent much of his time in New York City parks. Tesla's focus shifted to turbines and other projects, but due to a lack of funding, many of his concepts remained in notebooks, waiting for enthusiasts and researchers to uncover their potential. In 1915, Tesla was deeply disappointed when reports of him sharing a Nobel Prize with Edison proved to be false. However, in 1917, Tesla was awarded the Edison Medal, the highest honor bestowed by the American Institute of Electrical Engineers. Love and dreams of Tesla. Tesla also dreamed of two fantastical visions that remained mere dreams: a death ray with devastating power, capable of destroying 10,000 airplanes at a distance of 400 kilometers, and an impenetrable force wall to stop the advance of invading armies. This was one of the reasons why the FBI closely monitored Nikola Tesla during his time working in the United States. The matter was kept entirely hidden from the curious eyes of the public until 2011, when the truth was revealed through the release of 250 pages of classified files. Tesla had only a few close friends. Among them were writers Robert Underwood Johnson, Mark Twain, and Frances Marion Crawford. He was notably impractical in financial matters and was considered eccentric, driven by compulsions and a fear of progress. However, he possessed an intuition for uncovering scientific secrets and used his inventive talent to prove his hypotheses. Tesla was a savior for journalists seeking sensational stories, but a headache for editors who were uncertain about how much value to place on his futuristic prophecies. In his later years, Tesla spent much of his time caring for pigeons, which became an essential part of his life beyond his passion for electricity. According to him, there was a particular pigeon, a beautiful one with pure white feathers and a hint of grey shimmering in its wings. The pigeon was very attached to Tesla and would come when he called. Once, when the white pigeon fell ill, Tesla spent days in bed with it, nursing it back to health. He believed there was an understanding between them. "I loved that pigeon as a man loves a woman, and she loved me. As long as I had her, my life had purpose." One day, the pigeon flew to his window, bringing terrible news. Tesla felt it was trying to tell him that she was about to pass away. Her loving gaze was no longer there, and the pigeon died. Tesla was utterly distraught. In the final days of his life, he fell into madness, yearning for love and consumed by loneliness, deluding himself as if he were in love with that pigeon. The scientist Nikola Tesla is said to have once declared, "If you knew the magnificence of the numbers 3, 6, and 9, you would have the key to the universe." Throughout his life, Tesla held these numbers, repeated according to what he believed was a sacred pattern, in great reverence. He would walk around a building 3 times before entering, wash his hands 3 times in a row to avoid germs, and use as many as 18 clean napkins to polish his utensils before eating, because 18 is divisible by 3. He never reused a napkin and always wore gloves while dining. Additionally, Tesla suffered from obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. He avoided touching anything slightly dirty, hair, earrings, or even spherical fruits. Nikola Tesla passed away on January 7, 1943, at the age of 86 in New York City, where he had lived and worked for nearly 60 years. However, Tesla's legacy endures to this day. In 1994, a plaque named Nikola Tesla Corner was installed near his former laboratory at the intersection of 40th Street and 6th Avenue in New York City. After Tesla's death, trunks containing his papers, diplomas, awards, letters, and laboratory notes were seized. These items were eventually inherited by Tesla's nephew, Sava Kosanovic, and later placed in the Nikola Tesla Museum in Belgrade. Hundreds of people attended Tesla's funeral at St. John the Divine Cathedral in New York City, with countless condolences acknowledging the loss of a great genius. 3 Nobel laureates paid tribute to one of the world's most brilliant minds, who paved the way for many modern technological advancements. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more amazing and informative content. Thank you so much, and for now, goodbye, and see you next time.